Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've just got a lot of sales to go through. Had a good bunch of sales. I think we've got about 13 or 14 sales, and one of them is a free figure sale. So let's just jump straight into those. Alright, let's go through these sales. Let's start with the small stuff. We've got a digital camera. This is one I got from a boot fair. I think it was like last year. It was a little Polaroid digital camera. I think I paid about £3 for this. I sold it as a untested, didn't have a battery in it. So I sold it for £17, I believe. Little Blu-ray, new and sealed. Downton Abbey, paid about £2 in a charity shop, sold for £8. And then this, we have a iRobot. I think it's called Classic Collection. I think it's called. It comes with like the DVD and some other extra bits. You know, a little bit of film from the movie. So yeah, that I think it cost me £1 and sold for £6. Little laptop charger. I picked up loads of these at a boot fair for like £1 each and sort of sell them for around 8 to like 12-ish each. This one sold for 8. Now this thing is going to be annoying for me to post. That's as small as it bends down. But yeah, it's a vintage Tonka toy. I paid 50p for this in a charity shop and it sold for £16. But yeah, I was trying to find a box for this a minute ago, and because of how it doesn't really fold down very small, it's gonna be a bit of a hassle to get this in a big box. Then we have a big pile of clothes here. I'll say big, decent amount of clothes. This is a Patagonia like gilet. It's got like a company name on it, so this was one of the last ones to sell. I think I brought this in a bundle on Fleek. They're about £10 an item maybe. Might have been a little bit more, but this one I sold off really cheap compared to all the others because this one had the company logo on it and it's been sat around for ages. Sold it for 20 quid. But I was happy to take 20 quid because people don't really like to buy, you know, stuff with other company logos on it. And obviously people are just going to wonder, yeah, what the hell is that? So I don't know who's brought this, but they've got Gloria Ferrer company logo on their fleece now. This was a really nice one. I got this for £1 at a jumble sale. It's a nice Echo Unlimited striped polo shirt with a big embroidered on the back of it. That looks really nice. £1, sold for 20. So 20 extra my money on that one. Then, so this is something I listed quite recently. Weird Fish. Weird Fish do these really like funky like graphic tees with always a big graphic on the back. They always have some like fish pun on the front and back. Paid £3 for this, and this one sold for 12. If you find these Weird Fish t-shirts with the graphic there and like the weird like graphic on the back, they're all around the £12 to £15 mark usually. Now we've got some Folk corduroy trousers. Folk is a very good brand. I actually sold these off quite cheap because it had some little like patches of wear. But I still paid £3 for these and I sold them for £18. But if you find Folk stuff, it sells very well. If this was in better condition, this would have got like £25 to £30 easy. And then another pair of corduroy trousers. But these ones are, can't see a brand, but they're Brook Taverner. Taverner. Brook Taverner. But yeah, Brook Taverner has done some decent stuff as well. So that's another brand to look out for if you find it cheap. I paid £2.75 for these, and they sold for £16 on Depop. Had a few Depop sales actually. I think 4 of these were Depop sales. And then we've got one of my favourite things to sell. It's a Uniqlo collaboration. Don't know what this collaboration is, but a collaboration with, I can't even pronounce that name. It's obviously a Japanese name. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to try. I'll butcher it. But yeah, it's got a graphic on the back. Nice pocket there with some graphic on there. I think I paid about £3 or £4 for this. Can't remember exactly. £3 or £4, and it sold for 20. There were others listed for even higher than that, but I decided to list it a bit cheaper to make sure mine sells. Last item of clothing. Got a Gant V-neck jumper. Paid £4 and it sold for 20. Gant is a pretty good brand, so keep an eye out for Gant. Now we have a big sale now. Very big sale. I didn't know if these were real when I first found them, so I spent some time doing some research before I listed them. Louis Vuitton trainers. Louis Vuitton trainers. I paid £8 for these. There was other pairs listed and sold for like between 200 and 300. I didn't list them that high. I listed these for 130. Someone sent me an offer of 100. I thought I'd take it. Literally, it was probably within a day of me listing them, someone sent me that offer. So yeah, Louis Vuitton. I think these are called Fastlane, like Fastlane mesh trainers. I've done a lot of research and compared these to all the other ones that I'd sold, and I'm like 99% sure they're legit. eBay is going to check them. They qualify to be checked by eBay for the authenticity. So I'm fingers crossed they don't get sent back to me, because that'd be really annoying to miss out on a £100 sale, because I paid £8 for these. £8 into possible 100 if they don't get sent back. It'd be very annoying if they do. But fingers crossed, they're all good, because they match all the ones that have sold, so I'm pretty confident they're all legit. And that's all the sales for today. Alright, it's the next day, and we're going to go off to some charity shops. So I'll probably try and film a little few clips, but when I'm filming with my phone, it's just so hard to film with my phone and look, so I'll probably get like a few clips, and then I'll be back in here to show you what I got. Alright, just got back from the charity shops. Look what we got. Wholesale stuff. I can't actually remember what I ordered. I've ordered quite a lot. Well, that one says Patagonia shirts on it, so that's Patagonia shirts. I think there's some Oakley shirts in there. And then I think one of them some graphic t-shirts, but I can't remember what the fourth one is, so we'll find that out soon enough. But I'll leave that for another video. Alright, I'm back in the shed, garage, workspace, office, thing, whatever you want to call it. We didn't pick up that much from the charity shops, unfortunately. I didn't even film much either, mostly because I just forgot and I was trying to find some good stuff. I only picked up 4 items, but that's alright, because I've still got piles of stuff to list, and all that wholesale stuff that's just arrived. But let's crack into the 4 items. Picked up one of these. If you follow me on TikTok, I did a little charity shop haul on there the other day. I picked up one of these before. This is an Octopus Energy plush. This one was £2. I've sold them before for like 20 to 25. I think the price has gone down a little bit, but it's around the £15 mark now, I think. After posting one on TikTok saying they sell for about 20, I did look them up again, and the price has gone down a little bit. But if you find these big ones, they're still good money. One of the other things I picked up was a Yves Saint Laurent check shirt. It was £4.50, short sleeve check shirt. Don't know how well that'll sell right this time of year, because it's more a summery vibe, but you know, £4.50 for some Yves Saint Laurent is not going to be passed up. This was a nice one though. I like these. It's a Fat Face Airly quarter zip. The Airly ones, it will say Airly there. They sell quite well. Not usually around the £25 mark. This one doesn't have a logo on the front for Fat Face, so it might take a little bit longer to sell. It's got a nice embroidered logo on the back though. But it was only £6.50. So £6.50 into around the £25. I've sold some Airlys for 30 quid before, so I aim for 25. Be a good times 4 on that pretty much. Then the last item I picked up, I really wish I did find some more, because you know, I was out for a couple of hours. It was a pair of True Religion cargo trousers, and I'm very tempted, if these fit me, keep them for myself. I wouldn't keep them if they had a really big True Religion like logo on it, but they're really just completely plain. There's nothing that shows their True Religion other than on the little buttons or on the label. But yeah, some cargo trousers. They're really soft as well, and these were £5.50. So I might keep them for myself, but if I'm not keeping them, the solds seem to be around the £25 mark. So a nice 5 times on those. But yeah, it was only these 4 items today. Not the greatest charity shop haul, but you know, I'm trying to not buy too many like small like flips, you know, like a double or triple. I'm trying to aim for things where I can like 5 times. And you know, that's plenty for me for today. I've already got, like I said, I've already got loads of stuff to list. But yeah, now I need to crack on with some listing. Haven't done a good amount of listing in a while, and I've got a bit of a pile building up, so we're going to crack on with a good amount of listing right now. So if you sell on eBay like me, you probably got a notification from eBay saying they're adding some buyer protection things and making a few changes. How do you feel about these changes? I don't think they're things that are actually affect me much, so I'm not too fussed. I think they said, I don't know if this is for private sellers or business sellers or both, one or the other, that apparently you're not going to get the money until like 2 days after the item has been delivered. So they're going around like going down the same route like Vinted, but You know, I'm used to that on Vinted, so I'm not fussed about that on eBay either. But how do you guys feel about these changes? Apparently, they're adding like a buyer's fee as well. So I think people who are buying from private sellers might have to pay like a buyer's protection fee. That's gonna be annoying for people buying from private sellers, but it doesn't affect me. But how do you guys feel about all these eBay changes? Because I don't think they're going to affect me too much, so I'm not overly that fussed. All right, well, I need to crack on, so I'm going to leave you there. Please do remember to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.